Let's have some beer. What be going down, people of the world? Thank you so much for joining me for yet another Daily Drink vlog. My name is Redbeard, and for the beer of the today, we have got a can of There's No Way of Knowing Spring Saison by the Sawdust City Brewing Company out of Gravenhurst, Ontario. I'm not sure why I almost said Huntsville. Coming in at 6.2% ABV. Can conditioned beer. Had this before, and it was all right. I want to say that this was actually purchased for me, I think, by Ron from New Ontario Brewing, who's actually not with New Ontario Brewing anymore, one of the founders. But yeah, like we can do a full-on comparison like I did before. It's cool how the unicorn is like kind of just its own picture now, but same exact unicorn picture. And then this one, like this has that, and it's got a little bit of info there on it. And then the ingredients are right here on the side, so that's cool. But this one has got all that just kind of nice. It tells you how to pour the can conditioned beer. And then on the bottom, it's got the ingredients all nicely kind of categorized. And then right here is a really nice, cool little story type thing. And I just don't understand why they stopped doing that. There's no reason. I'm going to read what's on there in a little bit, just like I did with the Twin Pines one that I had recently. But like I said, the recipe for this, according to the ingredients, is slightly different. The hops are different in this one. This one has Magnum, Saaz, Idaho 7. This one has Magnum and Saaz. Saaz. I don't know how to S-A-A-Z. I'm not sure how to say that. So the Idaho 7 is added into this. And then I want to say the yeast is different as well. Yeast Belgian Saison. This is Belgian Saison 2. So I don't know. It's probably going to be a little yeasty or something. Let's, you know what? Like they say, leave it sit overnight and pour it at a shallow angle to make sure you don't get this, but I want this. So that's how I'm starting this off. Upside down, get it all in there. Let's crack her open. And let's see what we've got. Okay, that was just going to jump into the goddamn can. Jesus. Nice save by me. That's pouring some head right there. That is not all going to get in there at this current point in time, but nice little pour. We'll get a picture in, and we'll fix things up, and then we'll drink beer. Definitely a little hazy, cloudy, whatever you want to call it. It's actually still not all in there, but the head is going down really slowly, so I decided to just go ahead and do it. So yeasty smell, but there's a really, like the second twice in a row now, I stuck my nose right into the head. There's a really nice fruity aroma going along with that yeasty smell, kind of making the yeasty smell okay. Oh, that smells actually really good. But again, there's no way of knowing. So I've had a couple Belgian style beers the last little bit, and my palate is kind of like refusing to get on board with them, and it's pissing me off. Let's give this a shot. There's yeastiness there, but I don't know if it's the like hops they put into it, or there's also grains of paradise and lemon verbena. I don't even know what that is. Water, Pilsner malt, Vienna malt, flaked wheat, and then the hops and that, yeah. So I don't know what that is. There we go, you're all in there now. Hooray. How lovely and stuff. Here you can see the actual label now. Ugh. Generally, like I said a billion times, Sawdust City, overall, my favorite brewery. But even my favorite brewery occasionally makes things I'm really not a big fan of. Again, though, I didn't mention this before in this vlog, but Tim from Sawdust City, still sitting here on my freaking counter, sent this to me as well as the Twin Pines Double IPA, and so many thanks. And then randomly wearing my Funk Fest shirt, so little shout out to the beer festival happening. I got this as well. Yes, Saturday, June 18th this year. Unless some extraneous circumstances prevent it, the beard will be at the Fest of the Funk. Although randomly, anybody watching from Sawdust City, I have a small gripe. Last year I spent, I think, $75 on the Super Funk ticket. And I didn't get sunglasses. I got a headband thing that's like hanging, where is it? How do I point? It's like up in this area right here, somewhere I can't really see it in the reflection. It's up there, it's hanging there. But it was like the first 100 people or something like that got the sunglasses. The first year I went, I got sunglasses, and I had my own anyway. So my friend that arrived late, I was nice and I gave them to her. But I feel like the $75 Superfunk ticket should include whatever swag is available. Like, I feel like the sunglasses should have been in that box I received. I was mildly unhappy that I didn't get sunglasses because, I didn't arrive right on time. 11 in the morning, I believe, is when it starts usually. Does it say the time right there? 12 p.m. Even that. That means I have to get up at around 10 in the morning to get there. And I am like 80% owl or other nocturnal creature that you can pick at your choosing, at your leisure. My jobs, not just the job I do currently, but jobs I've had since I was like 18 years old have pretty much always been later. Like, I usually don't go to bed until at least 6 a.m. or so. And I usually wake up around somewhere between noon to 2 p.m. So to get up at 10, and for some weird reason, my body is an idiot. And if I have to wake up anywhere before, say 11-ish a.m., if I have to wake up at 11, I'll go to bed between 1 and 2 a.m. to make sure that I can get somewhere in the 7 to 8 hours range of sleep, which is more than enough. I should be good. But my brain will basically turn on and just be like, hey, you know what? You need some sleep. Let's think about every single weird, bad decision you ever made. Did I even... 11 minutes now I've been going on. And I've taken, I think, one drink of this. Can you tell I'm a huge fan? Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. And also cheers to you, Tim. I gotta say, there's another can of this in the fridge. It might be given away. Way bigger fan of the Twin Pines IPA, double IPA. There's a grapefruit rattler type thing that just was released. You're welcome to send a little of that my way. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit, but rattlers in general, they're usually pretty okay. As long as it's not all muted like that raspberry rattler thing that you had. I can't think of the name of it. It had a snake on it. Death and Taxes or something, maybe? Maybe? But yeah, there wasn't nearly enough raspberry in that beer. And I still haven't taken my second drink yet. Actually a bit less yeasty than the first drink. Whatever it is, I want to say it's that lemon verbena and the grains of paradise and possibly some of that Idaho 7 hop, even though the Idaho 7 adaptation beer I had by you guys wasn't that great. Nowhere near the Mosaic adaptation. All the cans are up there. I've got like, I think like almost 30 cans. The wall of the sawdust happening up there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a break because we're not 12 and a half minutes. And I need to, yeah, you know how it goes. I'll be back. Far from the worst Belgian kind of beer I've ever had, but still kind of far from being great. And my phone is starting to die. Fantastic. SawdustCityBrewing.com. It's .com, right? I freaking remember that. .com. We'll bring you to SawdustCityBrew.com. Gravenhurst, Trans-Canada Highway. If you see the signs, go. Do it. Untapped, we've got 1,962 ratings overall. 3.63 is the rating out of 5. It seems to be the kind of amalgamated rating of all the years that this has been out, so I think it's the same way it is with all of them. 3.75 out of 5 on Beer Advocate with 14 ratings, and 3.51 out of 5 on Rate Beer with 30 ratings. So it's not bad. Randomly, I said I was going to do this. I'm going to do this. As Old Man Winter begrudgingly releases us from his icy grip, Sweet Lady Spring swoops in a okay, that's just a typo. Swoops in a ND and softly serenades us with her song. The snow slowly recedes, the days grow longer, and we once again head outside to feel the warmth of a new vibrant season. What does the new season bring us? What does the future hold? Really, there's no way of knowing. With the bright effervescence of a spring day and flowery aromas of fresh citrus, there's no way of knowing Saison brings us all we love about this season. Light and breezy, it's the perfect accompaniment to new beginnings. So go outside and enjoy. Yeah, just in case you're wondering, that right where my thumb is. Lady Spring swoops in. Softly serenades. That should be and softly serenades. That wasn't just me being unable to read. Do you know last? I'm going to look at the date on this. January 17th, really. And time's passing you by. So, this stuff I think is meant to, because it just was released at the brewery not long ago, I think, so it's been in the can conditioning for a little while, you could say. Maybe they want to give it some time, make sure it's not going to blow up or something. I don't know. Anyway, Sawdust City, your 2018 edition of There's No Way of Knowing Spring Saison. Even though this one here said can condition Saison, so it's almost like that Muskoka something or other that was it Muskoka Brewery did it? I don't know. Regardless, this stuff, rating. I don't know, somewhere in the 6.5 range. It's palatable, but just the style still isn't really for me. Someday, I'm not going to stop trying them. I have had some Belgian style beers that I've really enjoyed, and some Saisons that I've really enjoyed. So I'm going to keep going, and hopefully we'll get to the point where I enjoy almost all of them, instead of not most of them. That's going to do it for today's Daily Drink vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give that thumbs up a little smack in the face. If you want to see more, subscribe, and then also smack the bell notification icon in its face. Pretend there's like 2 eyes and a smile on the bell, and then smack it. And if you got some to me, comments go in the box down below. Have you had the beer? Have you had the other beers? Like the other previous years? What do you think of Sawdust City? Start the conversation in the comments down below. Comments are fun. Thanks again, and I'll be back with another daily vlog tomorrow. Peace out! Coming back to the whole Funkfest t-shirt thing, I really need to get myself a DD this time when I go down to Gravenhurst for the festival. Because the last 2 years I've been there, I had a great time, but I drove down and had to drive home. So I went there, did a couple like festival vlogs, and then drove home before I got too intoxicated to drive kind of thing. So yeah, I want to be able to go there and do all the vlogs without that concern. If you want to be my GD, hit me up on Twitter